The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the morning update here on the Missouri Sports Network. I'm Guy Newcomb, a.k.a. the Scoreboard Guy. Glad to have you alongside. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. The show brought to you by RBW Agricultural Farm Equipment Sales. The Rancher Hydraulic Cattle Baron Heritage Legacy Cattle Chutes. RBW Agricultural carries curated lines of new livestock handling equipment, front-end loader attachments, and it's the #1 dealer for Ironcraft FlexWing rotary cutters in the USA. Hey, they care about the safety of not only their customers, but of their customers' livestock, bringing efficient equipment to the market, making high-quality equipment affordable for more farmers and ranchers, and the integrity of their words and their conduct. You can find them in Bolivar and in Moberly, Missouri, or at rbwag.com. Hey, I need you to do me a favor, maybe 2 favors. I need you to go out and tell 2 people about the Missouri Sports Network, about our morning updates, or about our Where Are They Now Wednesdays, or our coaches' interviews, Athletes of the Week interviews presented by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, or just our morning updates. You can go to our Facebook page and give us a like at Missouri Sports Network, or you could go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and that way you'll know every time an event or a show or an interview is coming about. Hey, it's March Madness across the country at all levels, from NCAA all the way down to Class 1 girls and boys basketball here in the state of Missouri. The Final Four has been determined in classes 1, 2, and 3, boys and girls basketball, and that will get underway on the 14th later this week. Let's talk about the scores in Class 1. We'll start on the girls' side from over the weekend. It was Chadwick as they improved to 26-4. They defeat Lockwood 48-22. Again, these are girls' scores in Class 1. Also, Walnut Grove making their way back as they played back-to-back overtime games, and this latest was a 41-37 victory over St. Elizabeth. Northeast Cairo, they defeat Princeton 62-34, and Rockport up in Santa Fe 75-69. As we look at the Class 1 on the girls' side brackets, it'll be Chadwick and Chadwick and Walnut Grove will play each other on the 14th at 6 p.m., followed by Northeast Cairo and Rockport at 8 p.m. Those are Class 1 girls games in the Final Four. In Class 2 on the girls' side, it was St. Vincent over Neelyville 64-39. Tipton defeats Clopton 65-43. Skyline over North Platte 51-24. And Norwood defeats Marionville 41-37. So as we take a peek at the Class 2 Final Four on the girls' side, St. Vincent will face Tipton at 10 a.m. on the 14th, while Norwood will play Skyline at noon on the 14th in Columbia. As we look at the Class 3 girls' scores, in the quarterfinal games over the weekend, it was Portageville over Steelville 53-20. Principia defeats Centralia 47-41. Fairgrove over El Dorado Springs 65-51. And Lone Jack defeats Mid-Buchanan 48-43. So on March the 12th, which is Wednesday, Class 3 girls get underway with Portageville taking on Principia at 2 p.m., followed by Fairgrove and Lone Jack at 4 p.m. on the 4th. I'm sorry, on the 12th. I don't go up there on the 4th. That was last week. On the boys' side in Class 1, Chadwick defeats Risco in overtime 64-60. Wheatland defeats Macaulay Catholic 53-26. St. Elizabeth over Green City 68-66. And Bramer defeats Rockport 54-52. So on the 14th at 2 p.m., Chadwick will play Wheatland. And at 4 p.m., St. Elizabeth will take on Bramer in Class 1 boys semifinals. Class 2 scores from over the weekend, it was Puxico defeating South Irons 61-43. Canton over Harrisburg 65-60. Eugene defeats Blue Eye 81-31. And Lincoln over Gallatin 48-40. So going back on March the 12th, Wednesday at 6 p.m. will be Puxico facing Canton, and Eugene will play Lincoln at 8 p.m. on the 14th in Class 2 boys semifinals. Class 3 boys semifinals was Woodland over Jefferson out of Festus 72-51. Principia defeats Montgomery County 77-55. It was Thayer over Lamar 67-39. And Kip KC Legacy defeats East Buchanan 53-37. So on the 12th, Wednesday at 10 a.m., Woodland will play Principia in one semifinal boys action, and Thayer will face Kip KC Legacy at noon on Wednesday in Class 3 boys semifinal action. On the scoreboard in Class 4 girls, these are all district championships, and they took place on Saturday as well. Doniphan improves to 25-2. They defeat Fredericktown 54-21. Central Park Hills defeats Potosi 40-33. It was St. James over St. Francis Borgia 71-66. Ursuline Academy defeats Lutheran South 71-57. Vashon 62-41 over Miller Career Academy. Was MICDS. They defeat Steam Academy 64-48. And the 2 seed coming out of District 7 in Class 4, Westminster Christian Academy defeats St. Charles West 42-37. It was Mexico, the 3 seed, winning the District 8 Class 4 championship over Kirksville 54-32. Owensville defeats California 49-35. Stratford over Bolivar 58-29. Logan Rogersville defeats Reed Spring 56-20. It was Aurora over Cassville 40-21. Notre Dame de Sion defeats Pleasant Hill 62-35. Excelsior Springs, another 2 seed, they defeat Richmond 48-45, and Benton over Lafayette St. Joe 45-33. On the boys' side, in Class 4 district championships, they were on Friday of last week in Class 4. On the boys' side, it was Dexter over Notre Dame, Cape Girardeau 37-35. Potosi defeats St. Genevieve 58-50. Owensville over Salem 42-41. Clayton defeats Gateway 71-58. Vashon over Miller Career Academy 83-45. MICDS defeats University City 51-34. Was Orchard Farm over Lutheran St. Charles 83-55. Mexico defeats Hallsville 82-61. Father Tolton over Blair Oaks 51-40. Stratford defeats Bolivar 57-52. Logan Rogersville over Forsyth 71-34. Aurora defeats Mount Vernon 70-29. Nevada over Clinton 49-38. Kansas City Center defeats Marshall 64-38. And St. Pius X out of Kansas City over Richmond 76-47. And Benton defeats Lafayette St. Joe 65-48. As we move into the Class 5 boys games, which were district semifinals on Friday night, it was Farmington over Hillsboro 62-39. Sykeston defeats Cape Central 84-37. Webster Groves over Lutheran South 61-48. Vianney defeats St. Mary Southside 74-70. It was John Burroughs over Hazelwood East 64-55. Westminster Christian Academy defeats Ladue 64-54. These are Class 5 district semifinals. It was Holt over North Point, 48-45. McClure North defeats Fort Zumwalt South, 70-47. Rolla over Borgia, 71-48. Elias Catholic defeats Jeff City, 56-43. It was Webb City over Central, 68-61. Parkview defeats Carl Junction, 72-48. Was Raytown over St. Michael the Archangel, 60-58. Summit Christian Academy over Grandview, 45-32. And Winnetonka defeats Lincoln College Prep, 68-40. And Pembroke Hill over Kearney, 70-56. Again, those were Class 5 district semifinals on the boys' side. Class 6 district semifinals on the boys' side. SLU defeats Lindbergh, 52-51. Seckman over Jackson, 58-56. Marquette defeats Eureka, 52-50. Lafayette Wildwood over Kirkwood, 57-51. DeSmet over Hazelwood Central, 75-52. Chaminade College Prep over Christian Brothers College, 67-52. Timberland over St. Dominic, 68-50. Fort Zumwalt North defeats Liberty Wentzville, 54-47. Nixa over Glendale, 72-57. Kickapoo defeats Republic, 46-32. Rockhurst over Lee Summit West, 46-41. Ray-Pec defeats Truman, 66-44. Battle over Columbia Hickman, 61-46. Blue Springs South over Rockbridge, 50-40. Oak Park defeats Park Hill, 79-52. And North Kansas City over Staley, 69-66. On the girls' side, in Class 5, again, these are just district semifinals. There's only 8 districts in Class 5. So these all took place on, and 6, Class 5 and 6. These all took place on Saturday, March the 8th. And we'll start off here in Class 5 girls. It was Hillsboro over North County, 40-29. Farmington defeats Cape Central, 45-38. Live for Life Academy, 57-36 over St. Joe's Academy. Cardinal Ritter defeats Webster Groves, 51-33. Parkway West over Parkway North, 65-44. University City over Ladue, 63-58. Fort Zumwalt South over Warrenton, 44-18. St. Dominic over Hannibal, 61-48. Elias defeats Camdenton, 67-36. It was Union falling to Jeff City, 42-39. Marshfield, 23-5 now. They defeat Webb City, 62-52. And West Plains upsets a good Hillcrest team, 72-51. St. Michael the Archangel over Warrensburg, 68-35. Grandview defeats Belton, 53-21. St. Teresa's Academy over Kearney, 43-19. And Platte County defeats Smithville, 46-35. Those are Class 5 girls district semifinals from Saturday. In Class 6 girls district semifinals, it was Jackson over Notre Dame, Cape Notre Dame, 73-37. Corzu Academy defeats Lindbergh, 63-38. Rolla over Parkway South, 50-45. Marquette over Eureka, 51-45. Incarnate Word over Hazelwood West, 87-25. Lutheran, St. Charles defeats John Burroughs, 64-59. It was Francis Howell over Francis Howell Central, 45-28. Troy Buchanan defeats Fort Zumwalt West, 50-39. Nixa over Branson, 70-30. Kickapoo defeats Republic, 51-27. Elsewhere, Lee Summit West over Carthage, 65-35. Lee Summit North defeats Raymore Peculiar, 60-46. And it was Rockbridge over Columbia Battle, 54-44. Columbia Hickman over Green Valley, 63-51. And Park Hill South over Park Hill, 53-23. As we look at the schedule for today, this is March the 10th. There are no girls basketball games on the schedule for today in any class. Let me see here. We'll try and click over to the boys scoreboard. or games scheduled for tonight. In Class 4, in the sectional games, it will be Potosi taking on Dexter. Clayton will face Owensville. MICDS takes on Vashon. These are all boys games for tonight. Mexico versus Orchard Farm. Stratford plays Father Tolton tonight. Aurora will face Logan Rogersville. And Kansas City Center is at Nevada. And Benton will take on St. Pius X out of Kansas City. In Class 5 on the boys tonight, district championships. Farmington in Class 5 will take on Sykeston. Webster Groves will face Vianney. John Burroughs versus Westminster Christian Academy. Holt versus McClure North. Rolla versus Elias Catholic. Parkview takes on Webb City in Webb City. Raytown will take on Summit Christian Academy. And Winnetonka will face Pembroke Hill. In Class 6 district championship games tonight on the boys' side, be Seckman versus Slough. Marquette will take on Lafayette Wildwood. DeSmet will face Chaminade. Timberland versus Fort Zumwalt North. Nixa will face Kickapoo. Rockhurst will face Ray-Pec. Battle will face Blue Springs South, and Oak Park will take on North Kansas City. That's your wrap-up here for today. Certainly glad that you have tuned in. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.